Hey everyone, it's Teddy, aka James Kazao on MTGO, coming back for another donation bonus league. This list comes from Patreon subscriber and member of the Mind Sculptors tier, mrsj, and they've submitted lists in the past, and this one is just as interesting, I think. Now, mrsj is really out there experimenting, probably harder than most of us. As you can see in this main board, we have two Reanimates. Reanimate, while being a very nice value spell for just one, you get back a creature in a graveyard. It can also be put on the offensive if someone has like an Archon or an Atraxa just hanging out in the yard, if you're able to stop a reanimation spell, or if it just happens to end up there, a latent threat, so to speak, you could just grab it for yourself. You could cast Reanimate on it, just saying. So we're going to see what a 2 of Reanimate really feels like. Elsewhere in this list, we have Molten Collapse. Now, I know I've talked about how I think on a theoretical level for the deck to remain competitive, you don't want more than two mana 1-for-1 removal spells. But Molten Collapse is a little different. It's very versatile, and it can also potentially be a 2 mana 2-for-1, which is pretty unheard of this side of Witherbloom Command. And what else is cool about this list? Ral Crackling Wit is back. I played this when it came out, when Blue Burrow came out, and it's a really great card. Just a powerful bomb, 4-drop Planeswalker, pluses to expand the board, which doesn't happen very often, minus for massive card selection, 3 cards even, and then you can also fill up your graveyard for reanimate stuff, and then the minus 10 is like insane. Just insane. Over in the sideboard, we got some other favorites like From the Catacombs, and then they've also picked up Null Rod, which is pretty necessary these days because Karnforge Ring is a deck with a million different lines. I played against it last night in paper, and they just have so many different lines available to them. They can do stuff like go on the Urza Saga plan and like make their constructs unblockable with Manifold Key. They can combo out with Kozilek's Command with a Flesh Raker out, which then can find another Kozilek's Command, and then you're facing down lethal. And that's outside of just normal stuff like Karn Lattice. They just have like a million ways to end the game. Null Rod is a really nice way to just kind of make sure that doesn't happen. Although we also saw on the channel that Argentum Masticore can challenge it. But these are all like pretty corner cases. So yeah, I'm also excited for Plague Engineer. Love that card. And it's also not a horrible choice with Nadu being so popular. I think that's about it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you also want to join the Mind Sculptors tier, it is a limit of 5 members at any one time, and there are 3 members right now. So if you'd like some one-on-one coaching time or anything of that sort, I'm very flexible. Check out the Patreon. All right, let's get in there. All right, here we go for the first match here. We're up against Easy Money Marksman, who is a phenomenal tempo pilot. So I imagine they'll either be playing Riscaminator or Blue-Black Tempo. They're on the play, which is also scary. They're taking a mulligan. We have a Force and a Molten Collapse. No blue mana. Cantrips. I really don't want to concede any resources here. We have a lot of good draws, like any land, Cling to Dust, even Reanimate maybe? If Force actually works. I'll take Bowmasters. Not a bad draw. And unsurprisingly, they do have a line here. Kind of. Surveilling to the top. Underground Sea. Psychic Frog. Classic. Very classic. Alright. Start with the Sorcery Speed answer, and also the one that might be hard to cast if they wasteland me. They will force to protect this. I think I will force back then. I really don't want to pitch Kaito. It's kind of a really nice way to win in this matchup. So I will pitch Brainstorm. Okay, 2 cards left. We want to dodge Wasteland, and we want to dodge Entomb Reanimate. Sure. It's a lot of looks at a Wasteland. We dodge. Hopefully we dodge Entomb Reanimate. Got it. Okay. So we'll Edict, and then hopefully hit a land as well. Like, I feel like we're due for one. Wonderful. We should look for force. No luck. I think we should just start firing bombs then, right? I think I'll just start firing bombs. Now we wouldn't mind Wasteland so much. If I can sneak Kaito in with these Bowmasters, well, I'd like that very much. I think that'd be pretty cool, actually. Pass it back. Well, I could ponder. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna start firing bombs. Yep. The consummate tempo player. Every turn you're not dealing damage is not a good turn. Alright, that worked out. Let's see if I can sneak in Kaito. It's looking like a yes. Hopefully they solved that bug though, right? No, the bug is not solved. That's lame. I love dealing less damage, you know? Okay. Good enough for them. Didn't even have to play the Ral. So that really came down to us having force to fight back when removing their Psychic Frog. Otherwise, it could have gotten pretty bad. I'll take another Fatal Push just because you gotta beat the frog when it shows up. Although I feel like they don't really have many other threats that care about push. They might be on Tamio. Cut Kolaghan's command. Maybe I'll take one. I want Surgical. Red Blast. Well, also there's Barrogoyf. That card has been a problem in the past. For sure. I think we keep the Reanimates. I think we probably should. These cards are kind of expensive. Kaito's fine because it can dodge the stack. But Ral, I'm not really looking to leverage that one. I could go without the Lightning Bolt. Although it's nice to have... Well, yeah, let's just cut Bolt. There's no Waterlogged Teachings. There's no extraneous package. And we have these Reanimates that we're making room for, of course. And then I'll trim a land. That should do it. Need my Nicorette. I'm freaking out, everyone. I've got a Jones in my bones. Yeah, I'll keep this. Alright, ideally we're looking for Graveyard Hate, kind of, but honestly we'd rather, like, stop their attempt at reanimation and then just take it for ourselves. That would be great. Okay, they're gonna surveil. They put a card on top. What is it? Unclear. Unclear what it could be. I might have missed my chance to ponder, which does not feel great. Yes. Brainstorm now. Okay, cool. Kaito for later. Hide Reanimate. They Thoughtseize me. They'll have to fight through double Bowmasters. And I have a Fatal Push for this turn. Probably going to pitch Ponder if I need to force. Oh no. That's interesting. Do they want me to not be able to daze something? Or do they want to daze this? No. We might get Entomb Reanimated here, backed up by daze. Otherwise, I feel like the blue source would be more appealing. Or if they're trying to stick Frog. Yeah. Snap Push is kind of on the horizon. It's not really, but I should probably try to force that. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we'll be looking to Snap Push. Me and my Reanimate. Yeah, we'll do this right now. Drawing Kaito, not great. So we know they have Undercity Sewers in their hand. They have more Bowmasters. We have more Bowmasters. So it's not horrible. They're going to draw a card. That is pretty horrible. That part's not good. They also wisely exiled their Bowmasters, that I cannot reanimate them. They don't know I'm playing Reanimate, though. In fact, I think they'll be pretty surprised if this ever goes on the stack. Maybe they aren't playing Reanimate? No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe. I don't know. We didn't really see any evidence to the contrary. I'll chump. Or perspective chump. They'll have to discard one card. Yep. There goes the land we knew about. It was a perspective and realized chump. Alright. Nice. Well, we'll snap push. Please work. So far, so good. I think if they had forced, they would have forced the snap. They might have days. They might have force and negation. Yeah, that one. Alright. Well, I mean, if they attack with Frog, I'll have to concede them a card again. Then I could sneak Kaito in. That wouldn't be horrible, but they also have 4 cards in their hand in that scenario. That is horrible. I could block. I don't know. This seems like they have another creature coming up. I'm going to give them the card and so I can get the trigger. Try that. Okay, they don't have Kaito. Good. Excellent. Just waiting for that Entomb Reanimate. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. It keeps getting worse. Island is not bad. Do we want to play around days? Then I don't have to sacrifice any of my creatures? I don't think they have days, or else it would have been really convenient to days the, you know, that one card. The Fatal Push. They wouldn't have had to spend a bunch of mana on a Force Negation. We're also all but confirmed this is like blue-black tempo and not the one that, you know, plays Entomb Reanimate, which is nice. I think they're probably going to discard 2 cards so they can give Frog Flying and take out my Planeswalker. That seems like the right thing to do. And they'll still have 2 cards in their hand after that. It's like really not that bad. I feel like it's going to work out for them. But I hope it works out for us. That would be better if it worked out for us. And I kind of put them on the wrong deck. But I have my Red Blasts, so could be worse. Maybe they'll just draw a bunch of bad cards, I don't know. Can't really win this race. Well, maybe I can, I don't know. There's Tamiyo. Ponder. Maybe I can win this race. Alright, I need some help. Consign to memory. That's not very good. Alright, reanimate. I'm assuming they'll blow the bomb and not get a card. If they get a card, I can take out Tamiyo. Oh, okay, they don't do any of that. Do they have Fatal Push? Boy, oh boy, what do I do? Very weird spot. Very weird spot. I think I do take out Tamiyo, or at least try to. It'd be really funny to consign those. Just don't think it's worth it. Alright, we got Tamiyo. We have 2 Bowmasters. So drawing a card is like not free. It's really not. But as soon as that Murktide gets up, we are not going to be happy. Thoughtseize is interesting. I mean, yeah, I can't do anything. You got my consign. I don't think they can attack. I think they just wait. Yeah. Alright. Can I get a good card? Oh, man. I'm dead. Close one. Close one. I mean, what I probably should have done is just hold it, attack, and bluff. I think I do want my bolts. Can put Frog in a bad spot. Force is a little less appealing. Kolaghan's Command is a lot more appealing. Surgical is not appealing at all. So that's pretty easy. Then I'll just take another land. Hopefully don't lose to Daze. Maybe Reanimate's not that good either. But it might be too late for that. And look at all these removal spells. We should be able to do this. Keep this. It's going to be a Bowmaster Mirror while I clear their big creatures with Red Blast. It's going to get ugly. Some orcs may perish, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I just don't want to see Nethergoyf. Great. So far, so good. I don't want to get wastelanded either. I hope they have 2 Bowmasters and not 3. Great. And they are the deck with less removals, so they're incentivized to run out their Bowmasters. I am not. Okay, you have a horrible choice. Best case scenario for me, they take 1 copy of Bowmasters. Worst case scenario, they take like Fatal Push or something. Okay, cool. Things are working out. We'll just go ahead and draw some more Bowmasters. It'd actually be pretty nice if they Fatal Push, or they Thoughtseize again. Take the second Bowmasters. No, we're gonna do this, huh? That's how you want to play, huh? Well, I was on the play, so this pattern does not really benefit me all that much, unless I can get a good exchange, which we all know is impossible with the threats in this deck. Yep. So, unfortunately, I feel like I can't really bait them unless I have Bowmasters already established, which, as I just said, would be horrible. So I suppose we'll pick a fight. Bolt. They might Brainstorm. And I'll probably just Red Blast it. Now they might think they want this to happen. Okay, they're forcing my Red Blast. So then I'll play Bowmasters, and then they'll play Bowmasters, so that's no good. So I guess I just need to push Tamiyo, and then I'll be out of removal. But I will have 2 Bowmasters. Alright. So clearly they have Bowmasters. Maybe I didn't play that super well. Maybe I should not have started that fight. It's kind of one of those things that you start working out in your head after it already starts. Not good. Not good. Good. Well, they might have Daze. You're not going to catch me firing the first shot here after I already did. Ugh. I was like, if I draw a land, I can play Strix and then Bowmaster their Bowmaster. Around a Daze. 2 cards left. Do they really have Daze? I'm choked on black. Alright. I mean, playing a Strix will draw out the Bowmaster, which maybe wouldn't be that bad. I think Bowmaster will also draw out the Bowmaster, though. Starting to slip away. Strix is much better at drawing out Bowmasters than Bowmasters, but I also, like, I'm so choked on black that if I even want to cast these cards, I do need to, like, start casting them. Wait, they didn't have it? Or are they waiting for something even worse? Yeah, I'm so choked on black. I am, like, so scared to play the Strix right now. So let's just not. Alright, they're at 12. If they do get a Murktide, we will have to try and stick the Strix. Man, do they have Bowmasters or do they not? It's so hard to tell right now. Play some more. Yes, they did. But not a second one? Huh. We'll attack. Okay, that's not surprising. I think now I can probably push Tameo, so at least I can slow down like their card gaining stuff, but yeah, they're definitely pretty ahead now. It's like exactly what I was talking about, how like I wanted to have more Bowmasters than them, and somehow my 3 Bowmasters has been beaten by their 2, all because I started that fight with the lightning bolt. It's not good. It's not good. Now they're hitting for 2 a turn. I hope this was like very instructional, because we'll probably lose, and I'm always trying to like show everyone why it's so bad to cast Bowmasters before anyone else. This is exactly why. Even though we didn't really, we just like, well, I guess we did, because we were like really choked on black. They're targeting themselves, which at least will rule out like Murktide Regent for a little bit. Probably not for long, but for a little bit. I get to keep my graveyard. Yeah, we gotta figure this out. They have a lot of cards. Ugh. Yeah, right on time. Play Strix. Get it immediately destroyed by a bunch of arrows. I'll push Baragoyf, and then we'll be facing an even faster clock. It's not good. It's not good. Let's see, I could draw a Reanimate and Reanimate Baragoyf. That'd be pretty good. But I have a hard time believing they don't have, like... Okay, yeah, never mind. Now it will not be so good. There's still one more copy of Bowmasters we could draw. Oh, hold on. Counter that. They can clap back here and have lethal. Yep, I got it. Good games. I did not do that well, so I hope this was like instructive and illustrated why you should never make the first move. I had everything I needed to win that game. I had a lightning bolt that went to waste. I had 3 Bowmasters. I had a Reanimate that I could have, and a Strix that could have held the ground, but I just acted first and allowed them to like maneuver. Ooh, Snapcaster Mage coming up too. Well, they had Nihil Spellbomb. So yeah, good games. Amazing player. Welcome to match 2. Snapcaster Mage and Kolaghan's Command aren't cards you really want in your opening hand, but stable mana, Brainstorm, and the ability to shuffle after that, and Force the Will, are all reasons to keep an opening hand. Okay. Tropical Island, not usually indicative of a wasteland strategy. Usually that means Nadu these days. Oh, never mind. Is this Beanstalk? It's Frog. I really don't want to force that, and mrsj is playing 2 mainboard Fatal Push. Let's Surveil. See what's on top. It's a Ral. I will bin Ral. Or wait, no. Have 4 mana too. This is the kind of card that can overpower Beanstalk. And I can just brainstorm it away if I don't need it. I don't like... Oops, I just pitched the fucking brainstorm. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, it worked out. They forced it back. Wow. Sorry, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna not punt anymore. God, that was stupid. Okay. Let's flash in the Snapcaster Mage. They're gonna brainstorm. Which means no Bowmaster in combat. That's nice. They might just discard a card and give it flying. I don't know. They don't. Well, they're going to discard a card anyways to survive combat, so I'm kind of glad it went down this way. Quite glad it went down this way. Ooh, Wasteland. That will make it pretty hard to cast Ral. Reanimate. Well, we gotta wait. They got 2 cards left. They'll have 4 after combat, which is too many. Maybe some of them are lands? I don't know. Okay. I grabbed an Underground Sea. Could have had a Brainstorm right now. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Things are getting weird. Collapse. Okay. Well, hope you don't have Force Blue card. This could work out for us. Sick. Then if I can reanimate Frog, might be in okay shape. Reanimating Frog is a little scary. They might have Brazen Borrower. I think they definitely have Daze. Okay. Sure. I'll take it. No! Yeah. Losing to Wasteland just does not happen often. But it does happen sometimes. Black Source? Ponder. Great. I think I should try and get a land. I don't think I should get that Reanimate. Right? What if it's really good? They clearly have like some kind of interaction. I don't think they have just like 3 lands in hand. However, if they had 3 wastelands, that would be a reason to hold back. But yeah, this is better. This is better. On their end step, I'll go for a Kolaghan's Command. Ooh, they have Murktide Regent. That's pretty good. It's an 8/8. Oh, it's so huge. We do have Edict, though, and they're like pretty incentivized to stop me from doing this because I can snap Collapse. My life total's pretty low. But yeah, I'm expecting Force Blue card here. They did have a Daze. They have another one? Can I play Kaito and just tap it down? No, probably not. Okay, Force Backup is what we wanted here. Do this. Hold up the island so they can't bully me. Wasteland my untapped Monosaurus and then Daze, Beating Force, etc. Well, let's get to going. Now we have Otters. Edict. This is a pretty good exchange. I could force. Sure. I get more loyalty on Ral. It's all pretty good. Just need to dodge another Edict. Then I'm drawing Nimble Obstructionist. And at this point, if they start drawing Beanstalks, it'll take a lot more to try and catch up. Okay. So despite doing what I thought was wrong by pitching Brainstorm instead of Snapcaster Mage. I think I actually did the right thing, because I don't think that Kolaghan's command would have been enticing enough to force had Snapcaster Mage been in exile. Furthermore, it also made them do that weird thing in blocks. I don't know. It seemed wrong to me, and I was very repentant about it, but we did just win the game, so whatever. I'll take a Blood Moon and a Price. I'll take my Red Blasts. I'll take a Fatal Push. I'll take from the Catacombs. I'm not going to bring in Plague Engineer until I see them playing Orcish Bowmasters. Opposition Agent is pretty annoying. Just any card with Flash is really good in these mirrors. But we can chill on some of the more expensive cards like Ral. Nimble's not for the matchup. They'll probably try and fight us with Blue Blast, so Kolaghan's command is also not great. And Molten Collapse, I think, just needs to stay, because it's really hard to beat Murktide Regent sometimes. Lightning Bolt, and then one Badlands. I think this is how I would like to sideboard. Might be too many Fatal Push. But Red Blast has other targets beyond Psychic Frog, like Force of Will. Don't want to send this hand back, but it is pretty strange. So I would understand the raised eyebrows, but just think about how many good draws we have from here. And if I can also bait them into a wasteland early on instead of playing Frog, well, I would like that very much. Alright, land. Blue card's also fine, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. So maybe that's what they're going to do next turn. Yep. Okay. Oh, I don't have my blue card yet. Shit. Yeah, this could be bad. You think about Frog, you forget about the Beanstalk. Alright. It's going to be up to Price. Hashtag Price body count. Currently at 2. And the cool thing about the Price body count is that you multiply it by 2. Cling. Might draw some Bowmasters here. It doesn't. And we get our best draw. And our second best draw. I think I'll play Island, though. I'm not going to cast Price. They also just missed their land drop, which makes me sad. Shit just writes itself. Don't. Very nasty. Very nasty of you. Did you draw another one? No. Okay. Just gotta get that chip damage in there. It's really all that matters. I also have Reanimate for your Bowmasters. I'd rather Reanimate Frog, but... Okay, they have Push. And a Ponder. Oh, man. These games get so weird. What can they do for 1 mana? They're getting basics now. So that's not good. Easy trade. Well, not the easiest trade. Because we do want to get as much chip damage in as possible. Ooh, Spellbomb? Are they going to bomb themselves, though? Let's find out. Yeah. Okay. So that will delay Murktide. They don't get the draw. They trade with Reanimate. Pretty happy with that. We also get to protect our Cling to Dust that way. So not prepared to fight Bowmasters. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Oh no. It's getting out of control. Getting really out of control here. They might have Hydroblast. That would make sense. I'm willing to consider that a bad draw. Think this favors me? Come on. This is why we side out the lands. I mean, this does give me an escape on Cling, though. Provided they do something. Like Cantrip or just anything. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I assume they also have some Murktides hanging around. Yep. Price, body count. Put a card on top. Tamiyo. Yeah, it's pretty scary. We have a little bit of time to figure this out. Oh, right. One more here. Draw a card. Lorien revealed. Another edict. We didn't come here to not cast this card. Furthermore, I can push a Bowmasters if I want. Okay, well, they did that for free. That is not good. Push that before they draw. Veil Summer, alright. Tamiyo will flip. They don't get any clues, but they also have a Planeswalker, which is rough. Man, tons of cards. Oh, Veil of Summer. It's nasty. Yep. I need you to make a lot more land drops. I need them to be not basic. Ugh. Try that. Cool. We have the Great Equalizer here, but I'm pretty sure that they are also playing Hydroblast. Do you know what's even better than Up the Beanstalk? Cling to Dust. Not doing anything else this turn. Let me have this. Oh, they might have Mystic Sanctuary in this deck. Go after Wasteland. I know the older builds had Mystic Sanctuary. Not happy about the amount of lands I've drawn. Yep, there it is. Getting Force back. Now that they can pitch cast Force for net positive gain, which is insane, might I add. Which is really not cool. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a complete farce. This game makes no sense. We have defied the laws of physics and drawn every single land in my deck before I'm even halfway through the thing. Price body count is at 8 damage, half of where it needs to be, and they definitely have ways to beat it anyways, so I don't know. Okay, put that Tamiyo trigger on the stack. Don't they have, like, anything to do with their mana? I don't think I care about Tamiyo. They're already, like, completely crushing the card advantage game. I think it's just going to be about finding a window to use price. Bowmasters is good chip damage. They'll probably force it. I need to be careful. Something cool you can do is when I'm ready to cast price, I'll just crack the fetch land, hold priority, and then cast price. So I'll take 6 instead of 8. But yeah, I'm done playing out non-basics. Yeah. But I hope they're not. I need them to play more non-basics. They need to get into a big fight. All their draw triggers on the stack, and then they're getting back Veil. That nets them a mana too. That's so cool. Yeah. Try that. Okay, they don't even fight over it. Carpet. That one I don't really care about. There's no like 4th Aerolingus or something like that in the deck. Sure. So I'll main phase these Bowmasters because that will give me Descend without having to activate that fetch land. Yeah, things would be a lot better if, oh, interesting. So if they discard their whole hand and hit me for 7, then I won't be able to use price. Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer. Just gotta pass. Gotta find that really sneaky window. It's not gonna be easy. Black in the pool. Sure. Tropical Island. Ooh, okay. Alright, alright. Dude, we are close. Edict. Oh, man. So what? Do I just fire this now? They have to force. Or ideally they force, and then I at least got a bunch of triggers. Hold priority. Cast price. Abrupt Decay Bowmasters. Got it. Force of Will. Okay, I wasn't counting on the removal spell, I guess. Now we're in pretty bad shape. They still have, what's it called in their hand? Veil of Summer. So, at the very least, this edict is blanked. Murder's Cut. Wonder if I can deck them? Probably not. This frog just clocks too much. And here comes Murktide Regent. Draw 3 more cards. I feel like there was a sneaky window, but what they did made it necessary for me to do it sooner than I wanted to. And they've only used 2 Force of Wills. Not good. Doesn't really matter how big this thing is, right? I just need to draw cards. Snapcaster Mage specifically. Oh, right. Frickin' Psychic Frog. In my head, I knew there was a reason why I couldn't do that, and now I just remembered. My goodness. How many lands must I draw? My goodness. With the side out, let's see, there's 2 lands left in the deck. So yeah, I think if we just had a few more relevant points of interaction, probably could have done this, because we definitely didn't need all this mana. Definitely did not need that. Oh well, it happens. Sometimes you flood. We'll try it again. Now we're on the play. Maybe they don't have Blue Blast? I was full expecting a Blue Blast on the Price of Progress. So I don't know. Tamiyo. I'll take Plague Engineer. Take that over Reanimate. I don't really want Spellbomb. Well, Spellbomb will always be good. They're also going to play around Price now. But I think it's easier for them to play around Blood Moon than Price. So I'll go like that. They're already incentivized to get basics, like I don't think Blood Moon's going to do what we want it to. Take the play. Yep. Stop the Beanstalk. Pyroblast the Frog. Molten Collapse the Frog. Really whatever you want to do. Probably try and Brainstorm before anything. Maybe I can even get them to daze this Brainstorm. No. Alright. Thought Seizing is probably worth it, even though it does walk into Wasteland a little bit. I don't mind Bolt for Tamiyo. It could be just Force, right? Because I don't really want a 2-for-1 myself. Beanstalk is kind of an inevitability. Like, I can force the first one, but then what, you know? In the case I don't get Wastelanded, I guess I'm going to want tons of red mana. Well, they could have dazed, but they didn't. Interesting hand. These forces become a lot more dangerous if they find a Beanstalk, which could be right on top of their deck. So we'll start working on them. Well, that's a relief. That means I can play the Strix. And then they're pretty incentivized to kick the Bowmaster mirror off with me at a pretty big advantage. Who knows what they still have among these. Great draw. I mean, I say that now, but I really don't want more lands after that. Yeah. Yep. Basic swamp. Yep. That's fine. We knew that was going to happen. Now I'm going to surveil. So there's a fine dance going on here. I don't think I want that. There's a fine dance between like Hydroblast and Veil of Summer. I mean, I'm just going to bolt this. Like, I'd much rather Bowmaster it, but I don't want to get additional punishment for my Ponder. Yep, that makes sense. Alright. It's very possible they also got rid of their days. But ideally what will happen is that I can trade Pyroblast for Force of Will they pitch cast. That's kind of the ideal here. Maybe if there's like a carpet in my future, I can also get a nice Molten Collapse going. But I am about to blow my Descend, or my free Descend anyways, by fetching, because I don't want to draw those lands. Sure. Carpet? Dang. I was really hoping they'd play a carpet. Brainstorm. That's pretty good. Do that. Okay. Kolaghan's Command as well. Things are kind of shaping up. So I can put back land and I guess Kolaghan's Command. I'm not going to have the mana to do that just yet. Collapse there. Oh crap. What about Veil of Summer? It's being pretty heavily represented there. Now if they force this, I'm not going to try and counter it because of Veil. I'll just let it happen and then Pyroblast again. Now they got the lands. We're the ones taking chip now. Oh no. Here comes the Veil. Or not. Interesting. So what are their last cards? Force blue card? It's so strange. We can find out. Counter that. They'll draw. They discard Veil. Really? And they pitched a Force. So that's 3 forces down. I'm feeling honestly kind of good. I doubt they have that daze. They probably brainstorm it away. Because I don't know why they had pitched Force over daze. And hopefully their last card is just a land. That's what we're hoping for. Although if it was a land, they wouldn't have discarded Veil. So never mind. It's probably something good. Maybe it's another Veil. But I hope not. I hope it's not their Veil. Cool. Let's get to going. I'm not really at the point where I want to like be aggressively playing Bowmasters, but I guess I do want to be able to cast Force and beat Daze, so I'll play out that land. And from here they can like top deck Wasteland, which wouldn't hurt us that much. There's a lot of stuff that we're not super afraid of. Brainstorm? Sure. Trying to Bowmaster that seems insane. Psychic Frog. Force of Will. Great. I'm so happy about that. But don't make me draw more land. Oh my god, I should just stop saying things. Like, that was a critical junction. They just brainstormed. They didn't shuffle. They played a threat. I could have pulled ahead there. Kaito from the catacombs. Just like so many things. So many things. Sanctuary. For what? Force a will. Lorien revealed. Ponder. Okay. I mean, that seems like they could be in a kind of a bad spot. In that case, I will play Bowmasters. Sure. That makes sense. Alright. This is the moment. Kaito. From the catacombs. Snapcaster Mage. Just like, there's so many things at this junction. Ugh, come on. This is dumb. Yeah. Enjoy the ponder. Hopefully they shuffle, but probably looking at like Murktides and yeah, we're just like, oh, maybe they'll shuffle this one? No. Here comes the cantrip and Murktide. We had a shot. We had 2 giant shots, and we missed both of them. It's very upsetting. It's probably too late. But we'll try. Oh. Well, that's good. Yep. Dang. Maybe we do have a shot. If this had come like 2 turns earlier, this game would be over. But it didn't. So, you know. Holy crap. We're never going to resolve anything ever again. Although, maybe that's not true, because there's only 1 force left. Beanstalk. Yeah. They're tapped out. I feel like this is my chance. Brainstorm would be a great draw. Reanimate. Reanimate. Let's attack. Yes. I could have put that in my graveyard, actually. God, that was so dumb. Oh! Well, I don't have a blue card to pitch anyways, so maybe it doesn't matter. What do I get, though? I guess Bowmasters. My own Bowmasters. Maybe I should have reanimated first. Yeah. I'm falling apart. Okay, it didn't matter. Get the island. Do that. Then reanimate Strix, I think. No, it's a little fragile. Let's just blow out the board here. Gotta blow out the board. Blow out the board and make drawing cards bad. That's the goal. That's pretty funny, because a couple turns ago I was really complaining about drawing horribly. Alright, cool. 1-1. Here we go for match number 3. Gotta mulligan this no-lander, unfortunately. It's a pretty decent 6. It's got options. Forest birds. Alright. Best answered by Orcish Bowmasters in my experience. Cling to dust. Not a bad draw. If they turn to a Nadu, I'll brainstorm and try to counter it. Okay, they made a blue and then made a land drop, so no going back on that blue. Brainstorm, you got it. Much better than Nadu. Then nothing? Birds of Paradise Brainstorm. It's interesting. Snapcaster Mage? That's for later. Another land. Not great. I will brainstorm now. They have a response? Black mana. Sure. We'll take some damage for sure. Okay, nothing too exciting here. Put those two back. Then I think we bolt. I want to bolt Birds of Paradise, but I should probably bolt the Bowmasters so I have Strix that can just blank that army token. Kind of a strange list here. I'm not sure which deck plays Birds of Paradise, Orcish Bowmasters, Brainstorm. Unless it's just kind of like some bug value deck. But I don't think they'd want a mana dork. It is hard to say. How bad is it to take this one? 4-1. 4-4 is a big creature. I'm gonna just make sure I can take as little damage as possible here. Okay. Same colors. Ponder, sure. No shuffle. Okay. They're still representing Bowmasters too, which is rough. Just a land. We're not drawing particularly well. Play Strix. Ah, damn it. Gosh darn it to heck. There you are. Alright, so we'll go to 1. And then we can maybe stabilize the board, but they have 4 cards in hand. Ah, Edric. The Proto-Leovold. That card's cool. Molten Collapse. Start here. Then Edict Token. Alright. Sure. Hope they don't have another one. Oh, I'm dead. Well, that was a weird game. Defeated because I brainstormed into a Bowmasters. Completely misreading the situation. Basic Forest almost never means Bowmasters. They have the Brewer's advantage. Plague Engineer seems pretty good. It's got to be a Green Sun Zenith deck, right? They have Edric. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on. I'll take some Red Blast too. Maybe Blood Moon. We saw Basic Forest. I don't know how many they have though. They did not fetch for it, so let's not bring in Meltdown or Blood Moon just yet. Might be hard to protect a Planeswalker. Narset's just so good though against these kind of decks. Maybe I can trim a Cling. And maybe I can also trim on Reanimate, since every deck is gunning for the graveyard these days. Oh, I don't really want to. Go like that. I don't really know what they're up to, so Nimble... I don't really want to cut Nimble. Yeah, I guess I'll just go like that. But yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on. Alright, we'll take the play. And we'll keep this Island Ponder situation with good removal. Or some removal. Great removal. Okay. Okay, Birds is back. Same kind of deal as last time. I don't know how good Reanimate is going to be. I mean, it could be alright. I think I'll bet on that more than Nimble and Snapcaster Mage right now. And we'll just cast Fatal Push on that. Yep. Activation. Delighted Halfling. Okay. See if this uncovers anything. No. Well, I'll bolt. Misty Rainforest. Bowmasters. That kind of does mess up my hand. Have I forgotten to play around Bowmasters? Because so few people are playing it these days. It's possible I've just forgotten how to. Which is crazy. Ponder's good. Okay, they don't shuffle after pretty long pause there. Okay, it's back. Hmm. 4 cards. They did not shuffle the Ponder. I could win this race, you know. Leovold. Now I'd love to reanimate that. So maybe I'll try and ambush Leovold. And they have to make up their mind, you know. Can I draw cards or can I not draw cards? Nice. This is going to become a bloodbath. Yeah, let's not let that happen just yet. Okay, well, if they have no mana, I feel like this is a fine time to do it. Oh, it's on. It's so on. Give me the biggest creature ever. You can have a 7-card hand. You're about to lose your Leovold, though. And your army. Okay, now you stop? Interesting. Bye-bye Leovold. Bye-bye Bowmasters. I have a 5/5. They do play Abrupt Decay. Probably not where they want to be, though. Let's go ahead and brainstorm first. Hide those. See if they're a combo deck or not. Sure. Sure. Okay, I really hope they don't have Force of Will, because if they don't, I can get a Grist this turn. Oh wait, do I not have enough black? Yeah, crap, I don't have enough black mana. Well, I guess it's probably most important to get this Grist off the table. Go for that. Cool. Now if I can reanimate that, well, that would be great. Next turn should be pretty good, as long as they don't do anything too crazy here. Maybe reanimating Leovold's just better. I don't know. We can Thoughtseize first. See what the best move is. Okay, they have another Grist. Sure. It's a fine exchange. Now they're attacking me. Yeah, it's fine. No trade. Not a great draw. Thought sees you. Take, force a negation, I guess. Reanimate Grist. They'll probably force it, but maybe not. Hopefully they're just not expecting Nimble. They think they can just like take out my Grist, but yeah. Yep, that was pretty good. Alright. Carry on. I'm one card up, but you have a Planeswalker. But hopefully they just go for the kill, and I can Nimble counter it. Maybe I'll get Plague Engineer. Plague Engineer on Insect. That would be cool. It's probably better to like actually attack it though. Although that kind of fails to any of the removal spells. Well, not Fatal Push. Get that land out of my sight. Yeah. Just let it go. Nice. We'll try it again. Come on. Just trying to have some fun. I can't afford to trade like this anymore. I like need Plague Engineer or more Bowmasters. Cast Ponder. Kaito. I'd like to see them go for lethal. I'll make them think it's good. Nothing can stop a Planeswalker activation, you know? Except that. Oh yeah. It's working. It's working. It's working. Ooh, it worked that time. It is working. Maybe we just need to like click it a bunch of times. Yes. Top, top. Now I'm pretty sure I have the read on this deck. I think it's just like a play a bunch of powerful legendary cards and have that backed up by birds and Delighted Halfling, Force of Will, Leovold, Edric. It's a lot of powerful legendary spells. From the Catacombs is like made for this. So yeah, I think I did side correctly somehow. Except Blood Moon is good. Blood Moon's very good. Hard to know what to cut. It could just be like Molten Collapse because it's kind of slow, not super impactful. I think weirdly they're not a Green Sun deck either. Does that make any sense? Did they just not draw one? Doesn't really make sense for it to not be a Green Sun deck. I don't know. They have Abrupt Decay. Hopefully that's not a mistake, because like Opposition Agent is good against almost every green deck. But yeah, I think this might be the rare one that is not true. Yep, looks good. A little slow, but I'll be able to fix my hand before they can cast Bowmasters. Yep. I don't like this line. Alright. Well, looks like I'll have the mana to do it. Weird. I just need to try and stop their aggression, of which there is currently not any. Brainstorm again. Did not really turn up anything. Put back Swamp and Lorraine Revealed. Get a Underground Sea. Cast Ponder. Yep, those were the missing pieces. Those were the missing pieces right there. I would have preferred Edict, because if they, like, play Leovold right now, it'll be pretty hard to answer that at parity. That's the other thing. I feel like all these other decks are playing two of the Surveil lands, but when I tried that, just really was not good. Baragoyf. That's a great target for From the Catacombs. Cling your Brainstorm. Fatal Push there. Ooh, how interesting. This will pay off if they can also get a card off their Baragoyf trigger. Hopefully that does not happen. Then I can just snap Fatal Push. But this deck is like full of creatures, so it's kind of unlikely. Yeah, I got some good options there. Okay. Grist. I mean, I preferred a little bit to Psychic Frog, but hopefully that means they don't, like... It could mean they're, like, keeping Frog for Force blue card, but yeah, we'll see. If they counter this, I can reanimate it, even though I'd like to reanimate something else. Fairy Macabre? Well, that's annoying. Interesting choice of sideboard card. It's gonna work. Dang. Alright. Gotta do this now. They might put a unique type in the yard. Another force. And they get to hang on to Psychic Frog. Whew, man. Rough. How am I going to beat this Baragoyf? So I could... No, it doesn't work. Yeah, this Baragoyf is a real pain, I gotta say. If I reanimate Frog, they can just Grist blow it up, no problem. So I guess I need to reanimate Snapcaster Mage, Bolt Baragoyf, and then... But then there's nothing to do with the other mode. That seems so bad. Guess we're just hanging back, huh? Maybe they'll draw a bad card twice. I need to destroy this Psychic Frog right now. Alright. That frickin' Baragoyf. Frickin' Baragoyf. I mean, if any list can do it, it's probably this one, right? Because we have all those Fatal Push. Block. Frogs in the bin. Harbinger. That's a little annoying. No more red spells for me. Had a feeling I should have gone the mountain, but I didn't know why. Kaito. Can tap down Baragoyf. Grist can destroy planeswalkers. Could also snap Brainstorm. Probably just need to do that. Dang, Harbinger the Seas as well. Things are not going well. Fatal Push. No Revolt. No Revolt yet. So what do I do with the Revolt? Do I just need to push Harbinger? Not really. Probably still best to push Baragoyf. Is that even true, though? That Grist is such a pain. But yeah. Gotta do that. Then what? Reanimate Bowmasters? Just blow out my board again? They're gonna gain so much life, but it's gonna be up to From the Catacombs to really do everything for me. Maybe they'll just draw one bad card. Oh my god. I'm about to die. Attack Grist. Okay, well that's good. This will keep Grist off my back for a second. Then I can tap down Baragoyf, I think. Or wait, no, I should probably snap, push it. Yeah, that's better. I think. Yeah. Let's do this first. Pyroblast. I don't know how good that'll be. Yeah, I've been in both. And they did not take any damage. Right. Whoops. Boy. Brainstorm. Well, I think if they found Fairy Macabre or something like that, they wouldn't be spending so long on this decision, right? Right? Maybe? Hallelujah. Okay. What'd they put on top? Hopefully not something good. Birds of Paradise? You got it. There goes Kaito. Check out this nifty line right here. Get my Snapcaster Mage and bolt your Grist. I will take a land for my troubles as well. That's good enough for them. Whew. MRSJ, you're certainly getting your money's worth. That was 3 insane matches. And I'm starting to fade a second, so I'm gonna take a quick break and finish this league out. Maybe we'll get to play against Oops in the last 2 matches, hopefully. Alrighty, it's match number 4. coming at you from the middle of a bomb cyclone here in Washington. That might date this video. And reveal that I'm recording it like the night before it comes out. Yeah, so if the power cuts out, I mean, if the video just stops out of nowhere, you'll know that my power went out from the bomb cyclone. We're up against Builderburn, who is probably playing Karn Forging, Karj Forn Rig. Mulligan the Snowlander. I mean, like, diving for Force of Will is kind of whatever, since they might just turn one Vexing Bauble anyways. But this hand really is not interacting on any level. Well, there's Bolt. I mean, they might put themselves to 10, but I don't think they'll put themselves to 3. I'm on the play. I'm not going to go to 5 on the play. And who knows, maybe they're playing something else random. They were playing a lot of Vintage recently. Yeah, they're keeping 7. Just from like a resource perspective, if I want to win this game, should probably just keep this bad 6. I'm just playing for fun at this point. I already got 2 wins. And dang, those matches were hard. Those were not easy matches. Don't want to congratulate myself too much or anything, but yeah, I feel like those were tough matches. Yep. Fire, 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 the brainstorm. Underwhelming. Put back Mountain Lorien revealed? Yes. Ponder now. Okay. So if I can play and activate Narset next turn, I'll know I'll at least get a Fatal Push, which might not be relevant for this matchup. Also, like, what's going on? Basic Island Polluted Delta? I don't think Jewel Shops plays Polluted Delta. Cast Narset. Take a Force. 7 cards over there. They usually play 1 ring decks, so it's kind of hard to figure out what's going on here. Or they could just be playing the best deck. They could just be playing Rescaminator. Not unheard of for good players to play the best deck. Show and tell. Force pitch Ral, I think. They'll probably force back pitching Brainstorm. Alright. If they put in an Emrakul, I'm not beating the what's it called? The Annihilator no matter what. And I might need this for a Force. Archon? Crap. Not cool, dude. Thought sees you. That was a good draw. Take Force. Because I have to. Destroy your Archon. Just getting a top deck war. You're at 21 though, so I'm pretty sure this is like the show and tell Reanimator deck that's held together by Psychic Frog that's been going around. They really just need to draw a monster. They can ponder into a monster and cast show and tell. They can find a Reanimate. Sure. What now? Omniscience, pretty strong. Shuffle, find a land. Give me a shot here. Brick forever. I don't know. They don't shuffle. Demonic Council. Do you have Delirium? You do have Delirium. So that's just straight up Demonic Tutor. This deck does play Emrakul. So maybe they're not on a... Maybe there's no reanimation package. Maybe the black is just for Demonic Council. Emrakul is famously difficult to reanimate, but not impossible. Okay. Opposition Agent, Consign, Surgical, Red Blast. Only 2 Red Blasts. Usually when Show and Tell is like a deck people play I'll have 3 red blasts in the sideboard just because it's, well, let's face it, Legacy is a very blue format. So 3 red blasts is never a bad idea. Yet we do not have it here. Oh, you know what? That was stupid. I could have top decked Reanimate. Wait, no, sorry. They hard cast that Emrakul. So yeah, they were gonna go to their extra turn and annihilate my whole board. So that would not have worked. Let's get Fatal Push out. Although Kolgon's command is a little slow. Edict will do what Molten Collapse does much better, I think. I would like to reanimate one of their monsters. That would be nice. I think we can trim the bolts. I'll take a Blood Moon too. And cut Ral. Kaito's pretty relevant text against monsters. If they show Intel in an Emrakul, I can tap it and put 2 stun counters on it. Similar to how Jace could bounce those monsters. There's a lot of cool overlap with Kaito and Jace. But I still do miss Jace. Speaking of which, keep this hand. Even though basic Mountain Baleful Strix is kind of strange. You know what, maybe this hand isn't actually that good. I was thinking pretty Reanimator slanted, but like I mentioned at the end of the last game, maybe they're not really on a Reanimator style thing. Maybe I just really messed up. Yeah, I mean, my hand's bad, go for it. But I feel like I can discern a lot, depending on what they take. They might take Nimble Obstructionist just because it's difficult to interact with. But if I can scoot in Kaito, it takes Strix. Okay. Wasn't very castable anyways. I don't want them to jam next turn, so why don't I just conceal that I topped a land and play out this mountain. Yep. It was not Bowmasters. Shuffle. Pedal. Pass. Okay. Let's cantrip. Brainstorm. So I could dive for Thoughtseize right now. There's only 2 though. I don't have a 3rd, so let's not actually do that. I was thinking about extracting Thoughtseizes. I was. I don't really believe in brainstorming in response, but they'll probably take the brainstorm. And they take Nimble. That's scary. Why would they do that? Maybe they just respect the card. I know they do. I've beaten Builder Burn with a Nimble before, so. And for the record, I do think it is foolish to underestimate that card. Spinning Force. Exposing that to Surgical. Well, now I have a Red Blast anyways. I could feasibly win a fight. Like, what do I need to fight over? I'm curious. Okay. No reanimates. So yeah, it's black, blue, show and tell. Okay. This also takes them a little further away from Delirium, which is nice. They have that Daze. I think I do want to ponder. Spell Pierce. And Flusterstorm. Valgavoth. You know, Valgavoth is a scary card, but it's pretty susceptible to an Edict. Like, it doesn't have an ETB. The ward is hilarious. 3 non-land permanents. It's a ward no one's ever going to pay. Brazen Borrower. Okay. Got it. That was a pretty good trade. Being that they're 2 draws away from their combo, well, kind of. They could decon for Grizzlebrand if they draw forces or show and tell, but then they would not be able to beat a Red Blast, so I think this turn I will just cling. And I will probably cling Thoughtseize. Oh wait, that's an Archon. I thought that was a swamp. Whoops. I'm loose. Playing loose. They drew Petal. They're weirdly close to casting the Archon. Am I missing something here? Decon. Oh, they'll have Delirium once they sacrifice the Lotus Petal. Pretty solid Delirium. Like if I cling this Petal, they'll sacrifice the other one. So that was actually a pretty good draw. Wait, no, they could just daze it anyways. So yeah, go for it. Get your show and tell. Red blast it. So now show and tell is exposed, which is good. I'll take that brainstorm too. Ponder. Huh. Reanimate's so tempting. But it's not actually good. Okay, some damage control. Alright. I mean, I don't want Bowmasters dazed either. Weird spot. But I have a force to buy some time. They're drawing to 3 show and tells. 2 show and tells. Just ripping like a god. 2 show and tells, and also how many decons? Quite a few. Yee. Scary stuff. Although they don't have the mana to cast a show and tell at present. But yeah, they are drawing quite well. Can also just reanimate Strix. Oh my god. Can't stop this person. I can't stop them. Christ. So they definitely just got a show and tell. It's not at all free for them to daze here. Yep. Yeah, I could reanimate Strix. I think it would be better to let them get their dang Archon and then Edict it and then maybe reanimate it. Okay. Hard choice between drawing a card and deploying Bowmasters, because I do need a clock. I think the clock will come together. Maybe taking them off Delirium is also nice. There's one Snapcaster Mage I'm drawing towards. Narset. There's also another Surgical that Narset can turn up. Spell Pierce. I'll pay. You gonna daze? Ooh, off the tap land. Alright, I do feel like I have some time now. This might work out. Yep. So I got Archon, Show and Tell, and something else. These are like all the cards I saw off that Ponder. That's really weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird? They're all one-ofs, or not Reanimate, but they're like mostly all one-ofs. But it's really weird that that Ponder was Narset, Brazen Borrower. I did Shuffle, didn't I? Didn't I? Yeah, I did. I did. Cast this. Sure. Okay. So what? They probably drew another Fluster or something. Play Ponder. Blood Moon. Wait, I don't have any islands? I think I can win with black cards, right? So funny. If I got Spell Pierce, that'd be funny too. Okay. Don't have that many Lotus Petals, right? There's one more Lotus Petal. There's a basic Swamp and 2 islands. Okay. Now they'll play around it, so side it out. Null Rod? No. Sometimes Price of Progress is just like good for just getting over the line. Probably better than anything else. Maybe Lightning Bolt's better? No, I don't think so. For the role I'm looking for, I think Kolaghan's Command is better. And Cling to Dust is actually not horrible if I can just keep them off Delirium. It might not be like the easiest thing in the world for them to get Delirium. Yep. Surgical Thoughtseize. Classic. Man, it's pretty free for me to get basic Swamp here. So they can continue thinking about Blood Moon. Yep. Okay, no Dark Ritual. It's a fine draw. Sure. You got it. Didn't see like an Ancient Tomb or anything like that, but they can still Dark Ritual out a show until next turn. So we'll hope that doesn't happen. Yeah. Land would be a nice draw. Okay, they're shuffling. With almost Delirium. Crap. Probably taking my Thoughtseize. But I don't even know. 3 cards, that's like enough for Mana Source, Show and Tell Monster. And that's it. There's also a part of them that probably wants to take Brainstorm, so they just fight around, play around what they know to fight it. Taking Lorien Revealed, so they're trying to stretch this game out. So they're not afraid of Thoughtseize Surgical, which means they must not have the Show and Tell in hand yet. I hit the land, that's cool. Or maybe they were banking on Daze. YOLO. Hell yeah, brother. Take Fluster, extract Brainstorm. Any difference? No. Maybe a minute one. I mean, they're still super alive. All they really have to do is top deck a Show and Tell, and then a monster. Decon with, yeah, with Delirium. We're not really in good shape. If I top deck a blue card, I can, or a blue source, I mean, I can snap Thoughtseize, which would be nice. You gotta call these shots, I guess. Alright. One more to go. Well, welcome to the final round. Positive record is locked, so I'm already doing better than the last mrsj league. So I feel like I've improved. This hand is fine. Proactive, good interaction. We got combo covered with Nimble, we got aggro covered with Fatal Push, and we got everything in between covered with Bowmasters. And my interaction can clock. So what do you think about that? How about that? Oh no. I mean, this could still be a lot of different decks. Quick shuffle. I think Reanimate never shuffles their ponders just because every card can work towards some part of your plan, so it's more likely to be like Doomsday or something. Protect the red source. Uh-huh. Yep. You know, I'm starting to think this Fatal Push card might be pretty good. Like, in most builds in my deck, I'd be like, oh, Psychic Frog, shit, what do I do? What do I do? Just Fatal Push it. It's all good. Just don't play another one. That's it, huh? I don't think Reanimate plays Bowmasters, so if I just botched the Bowmaster mirror, I will be embarrassed. Okay, perfect. It's like I'm playing against Jeskai Control and he just swords my Bowmasters. I love it. I don't love these lands I'm drawing, though. If I could conceal the fact that I'm playing red, I think that'd be pretty nifty. Uh-oh. Oh, that's it. Okay. Fire some more. Pelt them with Bowmasters. Come on. Give me a good card. 6 cards in your hand. What is going on? Huh? I'm guessing it was... They weren't lands. They missed a land drop. So I'm guessing it was like 4 Brainstorms and 3 Ponders. You're supposed to ponder into Bowmasters, though. Just gets a little worse every turn. Well, I don't know what to do. I'll take Fatal Push and Red Blast. And I guess, Surgical... I'm just going to assume this is Rescaminator. And I'm going to assume they have Daze. Oh yeah, they could have had a bunch of Dazes, I guess. Did I even play around Daze, though? Didn't I cast something into a Daze? Maybe I didn't. It's possible I did not cast anything into Daze. I'm not going to bring an Opposition Agent. It's kind of situational for something I have no idea what I'm up against, but I will take all this removal. 7 cards concession, though. That's wild. Sure. Worked last time. P-Deli. No Stifle. Thought sees you. Uh-oh. Are they gonna entomb? They're gonna brainstorm. I never so much mind when people brainstorm in response to Thoughtseize. If they entomb and show me a hand with 2 reanimation spells, though, that would have been potentially the end of the game. Okay, the Cavernous Souls does kind of tell me this is probably Doomsday. I have Barragoyf covered when it gets there. So let's just take... They're castable. Cavern on Frog, yep. Checks out. So we're gonna have to... Oops, why did I click off the Force of Negation? Whoops. We're gonna Edict in their upkeep. Bolt. Dang, I really want to bolt it. I really want to bolt it, but we're not going to. Great. Ponder. So we're not contending with Barragoyf yet, but, I mean, Force of Negation will be able to beat Molten Collapse all the time, because I don't play Teferi. It'll always be my turn when I play that card. They don't shuffle, they don't make a land drop. What the heck is going on? Nice. Oh my god. Sure. This time I will bolt it. Yep. Yep. How could I have been so foolish? Yep. Great. Been that. Swing for 2. Yep. You got it. Barragoyf, 1 unknown. Could be Daze. There's no way I can really make Barragoyf smaller than a 4/5 for the foreseeable future. I could just snap Thoughtseize, but I'm kind of into them spending their mana. I feel like that's how we get ahead here. Oh man. Clearly should have done that first. Thoughtseize me? Sure. Yeah. Not a great situation for them. Okay, so I think it was Doomsday. Hey, this went pretty well. I mean, Reanimate is such a strong card. It didn't come up too much that league, but it is a strong card. Can't really go wrong with a list like this these days. It just has everything you need to fight the meta. It does it in many cool ways. We had a lot of really insane cool matches. We even took game 1 off Easy Money Marksman, but I just couldn't convert post side because, like I mentioned way back in match 1, I made a lot of very serious sequencing errors. And I hope it was instructional and hope you can learn from that. And maybe you can turn a similar league into a 5-0 trophy for yourself. Yeah, these matches were just crazy. Bug Beans, Bug Legends, Blue-Black Show and Tell should be a really scary matchup because they have discard spells and then the Show and Tell combo and then Doomsday. Pretty wild league. MRSJ, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I thought it was some pretty good Grixis control quality matches there. I think that's about it. I think if you want to play Reanimate in your Grixis control deck, you totally can. You are completely free to do that if you want. Okay, cool. I'll call it there. It's been a wild day. Bomb Cyclone's still going on. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the Patreon if you want even more content, or you want to submit your own donation bonus league, or if you want private coaching, there's 2 spots left in that tier. And yeah, thank you everyone. I love all of you, and keep the Grixis dream alive. I'll see you next time.